as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the USC Trojans.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. So a heck of a... So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And he fires one incomplete. For USC, such a storied program. 11 times they've been crowned national champions, beginning with the earliest way back in 1928, all the way until their most recent title in 2004. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense. Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Running it with Darby. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Isaiah Streets, 36. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded at the goal line. The SC offense about set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep for what? He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. On 1st down, Darby. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Trojans add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This fielded at the 2. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing.
And the pressure gets to him again. And he got in there so quickly, Charles. What did the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change.
This is caught inside the 15. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Jock Luncey there to make the grab. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep for Streets. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Isaiah Streets, the intended target, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darby on the carry. They can't corral him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. And it seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom, and he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Clayton Irons. Try and start this drive in the air. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that's when
it's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Isaiah Streets, his second touchdown of the night. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The SC offense about set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Clayton Irons with his second touchdown. They'll run on first down. Darby, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby, and another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now, that's caught at the 25. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
90 volt, recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he is in for a USC touchdown. A 23-yard. First down, Darby. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Here's Irons. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film, and they'll game plan for him. But you look at our quarterback, he's had everything go his way so far, and as you just stated, no guarantees this continues on January the 7th, so we'll pump the brakes a little bit, but let's give credit where credit's due.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game through.
Down. 18 Gator.
Runs through the contact. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. There's this out for Streets. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's this out for Streets, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the USC Trojans are moving on to play for a national title on Monday, January the 7th.
Proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
But Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name, off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches his horn. Silver.
I'd go with Onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this space? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.